want to thank again the guest speakers. You are the reason why we do what we do, and you inspire me. So I want to thank Jean for telling you where we've been and how we got to where we are today. And now I just want to take a few minutes to tell you where we're going and the help that we need to get there. One of the many things that we learned from our families is all the different technologies that are out there, all the different sensory toys, all the different weighted blankets and things that can help our loved ones succeed. We tell our families, you dream about that job. You dream about your kid driving. You dream about your kid going to college because they can. We need to provide the right resources to help get them there. Resources are expensive. We are now going to, by the grace of God and the help of many people from our community, look to build Tommy's Place. So what is Tommy's Place? Tommy's Place, named after my grandson, is a sensory and technology lending center. And so what does that mean? It means that no two kids on the spectrum are the same. So my granddaughter Nora doesn't talk. I use her for an example. She doesn't talk. If she's not talking in the next probably 6 months, my daughter may consider getting her a talker or an augmentation device, speech device, to help her to communicate. There is probably 50 different types of talkers. Insurance may pay part of it maybe once every 3 years. So if you get the wrong talker, you've got your copay and you've got the insurance paying for something that won't work. Tommy's Place will be a physical place that parents can come in and we will have 5 to 6 different talkers. Nora can sit down with her family and go through the talkers and figure out which one might work for her. Then they will borrow it. They will take it home for 4 weeks. They will see how it works. If it doesn't work, they'll come back and they'll bring another one till they find the right one for Nora. And then they would be able to submit for insurance. Insurance may pay for it. It may take 6 months. They could start therapy tomorrow if they have the talker. They would be able to take the talker and borrow it until the insurance came through for them to do that. An example of what I want to show is I had an opportunity to be in a school setting a couple weeks back, and I got to observe Sally, who's in 8th grade, 13 years old, on the autism spectrum and legally blind. And I watched Sally as she took her paper to her, it was a science magazine, she was in a science class, and she took her science magazine, held it to her eyes, and tried to read as best as she could. A few weeks later, I was back there again, and the state representative came into the school, and they got Sally a magnifier. This was the magnifier that Sally was using. Looks like a desktop lamp. So on Sally's school desk was the magnifier, a very long cord that attached to the computer, and then Sally's textbook. So Sally would adjust the magnifier. It would display on her iPad, Chromebook, I think you call it, and she could read what was there, but then she'd have to move the magnifier to catch the next part of the textbook, look back up at the Chromebook, move it again, and I watched Sally as she did this, and she finally just put it away. It's not that this is a bad magnifier. It's not the right one for Sally. So I said to the teacher, have you heard of the Da Vinci camera magnifier? She said, no, what is that? So I showed her. This is a camera magnifier that will go on to the child's Chromebook. It's the only attachment. Everything is hooked up to the back. It will magnify the whole text that is in front of Sally. Sally will be able to put it on, point it to her text, and never take her eyes off the screen. Oh, but wait, the teacher says, look here at the whiteboard. The magnifier rolls back over, points to the whiteboard, it's magnified. Sally's going to be more successful having the right product. I'm not saying this is a bad product. It's not the right product for Sally. But this is $250. This is in the school's budget. This is $3,200. It's quite a bit of difference. And there's a $1,900 and a $2,800 in between. And we'd like to have all four because each child will be able to pick what's best for them to help them to succeed. So Tommy's Place, we need $25,000 to get it up and running. We need $45,000 to fully equip it. Tommy's Place will be a place that has everything from sensory games to sensory toys to sensory equipment to technology. We had somebody donate a smart pen. I don't know if you know what a smart pen is. I'm sure Bill probably would wish he had this. We had a few meetings. I would wish we had it. Anyways, a high school or college person can take the smart pen to school and it records the lectures. And you take the smart pen home and you put it on a specialized paper and it plays back the lecture. Or you can put it onto your computer and it plays back the lecture. All these things help our children succeed and help our loved ones succeed. When they have the right resources, they are able to, and we all know this, it's elementary, succeed just as we all are. But the problem is there's many resources. It is not the teacher's fault or the state's fault that they didn't know about this. They're planning lessons and modifying them, and they're working in the industries that they are because they do care. But for something that Autism Support Group of St. Croix Valley believes in is we want to be a bridge. We want to bridge the whole community, the churches, the schools, the state, the local organizations, the employers, the transportation departments. You know, we want to be a bridge that says, let us help you to work together to see how we can make it better for people of all abilities. I just want to recognize Morgan and Karen. They own Bishop Fixer and Millwork, and they just received an Employers Award from the state for hiring people with disabilities. And because these kids that are working for them had right resources in place so that they could go out and be employable. And so really that's what we're about. So we're going to wrap up here. What I want to say is some of you may be here tonight to party and have a good time, and that is perfectly wonderful. We're so glad you are. Some of you are here that will take the resources that you've learned about us and be able to share it with others in the community and let them know that we are here when we start getting our name out. Some of you are here that we know you pray and we ask for continued prayer. And then there's some of you here that are here to help us reach our goal. And of course the campaign right now is 100 donations in 100 days, but really we need to get to 25,000. We need to be operational. Then from that point we can open doors and start to build, hit that 45,000. And we're not going to stop there, because then comes Norris Hope. When Tommy's Place is fully functional and operation, I get to do Norris Hope. And you know what Norris Hope does? Norris Hope's going to bring a sibling workshop for that girl right there. Because there are siblings out there that say, we need support. And Norris Hope is going to be the branch that's going to go out and teach first responders how to approach people with disabilities, to be able to hold sibling workshops, because we feel for you too. You're not alone. And then after that, we're going to do sign-to-sign outreach, and we're going to go to churches, and we're going to help them become more inclusive. So, you know, short-term goal, big goal, 45,000. But the long-term goal is to just really become a more inclusive community. Because really, I seriously, it's not cliche, I am a better person because I know those three people. And they have taught me what compassion and empathy really looks like. And I'm just proud to know you guys. So that's it. So thank you.